At Boston Children's Hospital, the arts are recognized as a powerful tool to aid patients and families through challenging circumstances. A growing body of evidence confirms the benefits of using arts in healthcare settings. The Society for the Arts in Healthcare reports that roughly half of U.S. hospitals are using the arts to support the well-being of patients and families and staff, create a healing environment, and lower stress and anxiety. To tell us about the Creative Arts Program at Boston Children's Hospital, with us this morning is artist Tim Estilos. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming by.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You have a good job, Tim. Isn't it a fun job?
It's so much fun to be part of the Creative Arts Program at Children's Hospital. It's such a wonderful program to help the children as well as the parents. First of all, in terms of helping the children, it takes them out of this environment that's very difficult for them when they're dealing with so many different illnesses and very troubling diseases, as well as for the parents who are there at their bedside and to help take them out of that environment. We have approximately 7 artists and 2 music therapists as well that are part of the program. And what we do is we bring our different talents to bear to have a one-on-one experience with each of the patients in all the various wards of the hospital.
Okay, so basically 7 different artists. What do you do specifically?
My particular skill is working as an illustrator and a cartoonist.
Okay,
I go,
fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really a lot of fun dealing with a lot of the children who are dealing, as I said, with very difficult circumstances. And I go into one of the more difficult parts of the hospital, which is the intensive care unit. So I will go in, sit at their bedside, you know, try and bring a little bit of brightness to them by one of 2 ways. Either engaging them in terms of, if they're able, to draw or use their imagination to come up with a drawing or something that'll take them out of that experience, or I'll draw something for them, so I'm essentially their hands. I also want to give some real quick credit to a couple of other artists that we have there. We have artists that go in and do videos with the children, or someone does arts and crafts, and of course the music. So it's a broad, wide-ranging field.
It's so great. It's so great. I want you to tell me a story, because that's what really touched me, Tim. The fact that there was one patient and he asked you to draw him as a superhero, and using what, laser to tell us a little bit more.
A lot of times I'll go and I'll ask them, you know, what would you like me to draw? Sometimes we get Dora a lot, or SpongeBob, but this particular instance, it was a young cancer patient, and he said he wanted me to draw him as a superhero, and I was asking him, do you want me to do Spider-Man? Do you want it to be Superman? He said, no, I want you to draw me as a superhero with a cape, and I'm shooting these energy beams or these laser beams at my cancer cells. So he was empowering himself by way of the arts program, by way of his own wonderful imagination, to take himself out of his difficult situation and deal with that illness. And it empowered him, and it's one of the amazing things, one of many amazing stories that happened by way of the Creative Arts Program.
You must have many different stories, obviously, Tim, dealing with children. I mean, how could you not have so many great stories? And it must feel really good for you, right?
It's very, very, you know, enriching. It's an experience that I never thought that I would have in terms of going in and helping these children. But not just the children. What I found over the past year is that many of the parents who are staying with their children, who are there long term, they have to stay at their bedsides and deal with very difficult circumstances. And I find that a lot of the parents come over to me and they're saying, thank you for helping my child feel better, but also helping us feel better by coming out of this very difficult world of just waiting and hoping. And
I'm so happy that Children's Hospital in Boston is one of the hospitals that, you know, that's using the arts to go ahead and bring some brightness, you know, to these. I mean, these are challenging situations. You know, these parents are there for long periods of time, you know, just like you said. And I'm so happy to tell our viewers about this program. I didn't know about the program, and it's so great. Thank you, Children's Hospital. Definitely. And thank you for making such a big difference.
And if people are interested in finding out more,
I will give them a phone number right now where they can call for more info.
You're right on top of it.
Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Now, for more information on the Creative Arts Program at Boston Children's Hospital, you can call them at 617-355-7506. You can also send them an email at arts@childrens.harvard.edu.